Hello everyone, welcome back to 70s and 80s talk. Today we are still sticking to the 80s, mid-80s, the best year of music in my opinion, which was 1985. And it is going to be Journey's 9th studio album, which was released on the 21st of April 1985, and it is Raised on Radio. There's a video on YouTube where they're playing live somewhere. I don't know if it's in Texas possibly, and Steve literally just sings like Raised on Radio, and it always sticks in my head, and every time I see this album and think about it, it just reminds me of that. Journey fans may know what I'm going on about, maybe nobody knows what I'm going on about. One thing I want to point out with this album is the artwork. It's really cool how they've done that. We've got Randy Jackson on this album. He didn't play bass on all of the tracks, however. But actually as a name for an album also, what a great name for an album, Raised on Radio. And I think a lot of people can relate to that, as sort of growing up and a radio being on in the car, in the house, in the garden in my case, and sort of the songs being played on that radio can shape sort of your music taste, definitely. Chart-wise, it reached number 22 in the UK and 4 in the US Billboard 200, so yeah, alright, yeah. So the first track on the album is Girl Can't Help It. It's that classic Journey start. There's a nice bit of bass guitar in there, there's twinkles of electric guitar, and the drum's quite gentle in this one. Steve sings Why in just a particular way, which works well. The song builds to the chorus. You can really hear that bass still, even up to that point. It's a good all-round song. So number 2 is Positive Touch. I hadn't heard this song in ages when I wrote this review, so it really like hit differently when you haven't heard a song that you really like in such a while, and you're like, why haven't I listened to this? So the bass again, it's really stand out. You've got Steve's fiery vocals in there. What a song! The squeals of guitar are really fantastic. It's such a feel-good song, this song. There's oohs in there, like vocals, I mean, which are perfectly timed. But I really just love how clear that the bass guitar is, really good. There's saxophone in there. What more could you want in a song? Number 3 is Suzanne. Again, I've not heard this one in a while. I have since writing this review, but at the time of writing the review, I hadn't heard it in such a while, quite a while. So it's an unusual sound, but it's definitely 80s sound. The production of the song is next level, I think. Just everything is so cleverly done, and when you really listen to it like I am, you can really hear how well that all is, even more if you were just listening to it like just in a normal way. Steve's vocals are insane. Again, I think he is the best singer to ever exist. That's just my personal opinion. He's not my favourite singer. My favourite singer is Jimmy Jameson. But yeah. Bass again though, the bass guitar really stand out. The guitar solo is good as well, but the bass guitar is still there going along with this solo, and again, that's what I mean about how it's been produced really well. And then you got Steve's vocals just slide back in there, brilliant. So number 4 is Be Good to Yourself. I really like this song. If you're ever feeling down about yourself, go and listen to this song because it'll help. Again, it's a feel-good song. A lot of Journey songs have that feel-good vibes to them when you listen to them, even if it's not necessarily about something that's like really good as well. And that's a hard thing for songwriters or bands to do, but they do it well. So there's keys to start the song, and the drums come in. There's more of a rockier sound, even with Steve's vocals as well. There's a bit more of a husk in his vocals, I'd say. So number 5 is Once You Love Somebody. It's quite groovy, this song. Bits of sparkles of sound in there which are interesting. There's a rise in the song. There's lots of elements in there. It's rather jazzy, I'd say. not jazzy in a sort of musical sense, but that sort of groove to it. I think that's mainly coming from the bass guitar again though. And then the electric guitar a bit further along in the song. The background vocals work well in the song as well. It's not my favourite song on here, but I do like it. The guitar solo is nice as well. There's lots of jamming in this song I wrote, especially towards the end, just them all working really well as a collaboration to make that song work. Number 6 is Happy to Give. So when I was reviewing this, I didn't think I'd heard it, but it reminded me very much of a Survivor sort of song, like not in particular, but I was listening to thinking this could be a Survivor song. I do think at times sort of Steve Perry and Jimmy Jamison did have similarities in their vocals, and I think that's why I'm thinking this in this song in particular. It's a slower song as well. Just point that out. So number 7 is Raised on Radio. I didn't think I'd heard. I think I'd heard this song, but not for a long time. It wasn't that familiar with me. But it's a super fun song I wrote here. It's really good sounding. Again, the bass guitar really coming through again. Number 8, I'll Be Alright Without You. A Journey classic. It really is. It's such a classy song, but actually I feel like a lot of people can relate to it. Where people go out of your life, but you will be alright essentially. You've survived without them, so you can do that again. But the struggle is still there nonetheless. But then you could take this song as trying to convince yourself that you'll be alright when actually you're not, or you're not going to be alright. So different variations in there, and it'll mean different things to different people. And that's a good thing about songs and how you can tell good lyric writing is when people can take it their own way sort of thing and use that to help them in whatever way. Yeah, I just wrote there that listen to the lyrics sort of more, it was maybe more the second thing I've said there, maybe what the story's telling. So number 9, It Could Have Been You. It reminded me of Billy Idol's Flesh for Fantasy. And actually there's a modern song that I've listened to recently which also reminded me of that song. So a bit interesting. Harry's vocals power through this one. It's a lovely guitar solo. Again, the bass is coming through again on top. Subtle drum beats work really well. It's not sort of overpowering anything. It just works well, sort of just going on in the background essentially. Great ending to this song as well. Number 10 is The Eyes of a Woman. I'm not that keen on this song, to be honest. It doesn't grab me as a song, as the sound of it. It's not a song I'd go on listen to be honest, but I appreciate the song, I do. Number 11, Why Can't This Night Go On Forever? I can't express how stunning this song is. Brilliant song to end the album. Again, it's relatable. Everyone has a time in their life, or multiple times in their life, where they wish they could have stayed at a place. It doesn't even have to be on a night. It could have been a day. It could be, I know that the lyrics a night, but again, people can relate to things in a different way. But yeah, definitely relatable to everyone. I think everyone has a point in their life where they wish they could have just stayed there. As a song though, there's subtle drops in sound really, which add to the feel of the song. Perry's vocals are incredible. Again, the guitar is phenomenal. Brilliant song. So to conclude, I knew this album was going to live up to expectations. When I saw the song list, I was like, yeah. I knew most of the songs on here quite well anyhow. It was nice to hear some songs which I hadn't heard in a while. One thing I will definitely say, which I've said before about Journey, is what a set of talented musicians they are. Brilliant. They really were meant to all come together and form this band and did what they did basically, and they did it really well. So that is my review on 4 Raised on Radio. Obviously there's loads of Journey albums that I could review. But the next album, going a bit heavier, more metal this time, and is going to be an Iron Maiden album. I'm actually wearing an Iron Maiden t-shirt, and I'll be wearing the same t-shirt in the video because I'm just doing a set of review videos today, so that's why I will look the same in every single video. And it is going to be Number of the Beast. So if you're a fan of Iron Maiden, keep a lookout for that review. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care now. Bye bye.